Monsieur de Beaufort. He is at Vincennes. Did I say Monsieur de Beaufort? Monsieur de Beaufort or another. But Monsieur le Prince is to set out for the army. He is entirely devoted to the cardinal. Oh, oh, said Aramis. There are questions between them at this very moment. And besides, if it is not the prince, then Monsieur de Gondi. But Monsieur de Gondi is to be made a cardinal. They are soliciting the hat for him. And are there no cardinals that can fight? Come now, recall the 4 cardinals that at the head of armies have equalled Monsieur de Guebriant and Monsieur de Gatien, but a humpbacked general. Under the cuirass the hump will not be seen. Besides, remember that Alexander was lame and Hannibal had but one eye. Do you see any great advantage in adhering to this party? Asked D'Artagnan. I foresee in it the aid of powerful princes, with the enmity of the government, counteracted by Parliament and insurrections. That may be done if they can separate the king from his mother. That may be done, said Aramis. Never, cried D'Artagnan. You, Aramis, know Anne of Austria better than I do. Do you think she will ever forget that her son is her safeguard, her shield, the pledge for her dignity, for her fortune and her life? Should she forsake Mazarin, she must join her son and go over to the prince's side, but you know better than I do that there are certain reasons why she can never abandon Mazarin. Perhaps you are right, said Aramis. Thoughtfully, therefore, I shall not pledge myself. To them or to us? Do you mean, Aramis? To no one. I am a priest, resumed Aramis. What have I to do with politics? I am not obliged to read any breviary. I have a jolly little circle of witty abs and pretty women. Everything goes on smoothly. So certainly, dear friend, I shall not meddle in politics. Well, listen, my dear Aramis, said D'Artagnan, on my honour, I don't know what devil of an insect stung me and made me ambitious. I have a post by which I live at the death of Monsieur de Troisville, who is old. I may be a captain, which is a very snug berth for a once penniless Gascon. Instead of running after adventures, I shall accept an invitation from Porthos. I shall go and shoot on his estate. You know he has estates, Porthos. I should think so. Indeed, 10 leagues of wood, of marsh land and valleys. He is lord of the hill and the plain, and is now carrying on a suit for his feudal rights against the Bishop of Noyon. Good, said D'Artagnan to himself. That's what I wanted to know. Porthos is in Picardy. Then aloud, and he has taken his ancient name of Vallon, to which he adds that of Brachou, an estate which has been a barony, by my troth, so that Porthos will be a baron. I don't doubt it, the Baroness Porthos will sound particularly charming. And the 2 friends began to laugh. So, D'Artagnan resumed, you will not become a partisan of Mazarin's, nor you of the Prince de Conde. No, let us belong to no party, but remain friends. Let us be neither cardinalists nor Frondists. Adieu, then, and D'Artagnan poured out a glass of wine. To old times, he said. Yes, returned Aramis. Unhappily, those times are past. Nonsense. They will return, said D'Artagnan. At all events, if you want me, remember the Rue Tiquetonne, Hôtel de la Chevrette, and I shall be at the convent of Jesuits from 6 in the morning to 8 at night. Come by the door from 8. Adieu, dear friend. Oh, I can't let you go, so I will go with you. And he took his sword and cloak. He wants to be sure that I go away, said D'Artagnan to himself. Aramis whistled for Bazin, but Bazin was asleep in the antechamber, and Aramis was obliged to shake him by the ear to awake him. Bazin stretched his arms, rubbed his eyes, and tried to go to sleep again. Come, come, sleepy head, quick, the ladder. But, said Bazin, yawning portentously, the ladder is still at the window. The other one, The gardeners didn't you see that Monsieur d'Artagnan mounted with difficulty? It will be even more difficult to descend." D'Artagnan was about to assure Aramis that he could descend easily, when an idea came into his head which silenced him.